Yeah, this is Gabby, the listing agent. It went under contract yesterday.
Yeah, for sure. Thank you.
Perfect. Thanks so much. All right. Hi neighbors, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Gabby. Today I'm going to be talking about how much do realtors get paid. I decided to make this video because I know that everyone is pretty much going through something right now in the middle of the pandemic. I know that with unemployment going up, a lot of people are trying to look for other ways to make some money. So some of you guys are probably wondering, or anyone who's been thinking about going into real estate is wondering if it's worth it to get your license and invest your money and time to become a realtor. Hopefully this video helped you guys out if you decide if you want to be a realtor or not. Before I talk about how much realtors make, I do want to talk about the fact that once you decide to become a realtor, you have just decided to become a business owner. And with any business, this means that you need to invest some sort of money before you can start earning some money. Not only do you have to pay for your real estate school and of course taking the state exam, but you also need to invest in being a member of multiple listing sites and being a member of the board of realtors, obtaining your keys in order to take your clients in the home, and any other type of marketing materials that you would need in order to start off your business. Some brokerages do give you free business cards or any type of branding materials, while others don't. So that does depend on the brokerage that you decide to join, but either way, there will be dues and membership fees that you have to pay for on top of additional marketing materials that you want to have. When I started, I spent about $1,000 in total. Different brokerages would have different fees when you join them. Another thing that I do have to mention is that with starting any type of business, you are giving up set salary. I know agents who've been in the business for 2-3 years and have made $0, and I also know agents who've been in the business for the same exact amount of years but now make over $200,000, close to $300,000 a year, and I'm somewhere in the middle. So that's something that I want you to definitely keep in mind as I talk about the numbers. I would focus on the possibilities and the limitless amount of money you can make. So let's get in with the numbers. As of January 2019, according to salary.com, the average annual earnings for real estate sales agent was about $41,289. But like I said, how much money real estate agents make depends on several factors, such as how many homes they sold, how much commission they get per each sale of home, and where they are in the country, to be honest, because different markets and different niches will have different price tags. And the top 10 states where real estate agents actually earn the most money is New York, Texas, Hawaii, Alaska, Rhode Island, California, Pennsylvania, Wyoming, Virginia, and Colorado. I'm pretty surprised that New Jersey is not up there because we have some pretty pricey houses up here. But according to Forbes.com, the annual earnings of a real estate agent in New Jersey is $58,690. If you guys would like to know how much I personally make in real estate, my first year up to now, which I'm coming to my 3rd year next month, then definitely watch out because I'm going to be talking about that in not my next video, but the following video. And I'm also be talking about my goals for the next 5 years, 3 years, and how I create my goal sheet every single year in the beginning of the year. So if you don't want to miss that, definitely hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Let's say you actually got a deal and made a sale. Yay, congratulations! But how are you gonna get paid now? The answer to that varies depending on a few factors, such as how much was the home? Were you the buyer's agent? Were you the listing agent? Or were you the dual agent? And before I get into all of that and I actually give you guys a breakdown of how much you make, I do have to answer one question, which is who pays for the fee? And that is the sellers do. And I do talk about this a lot if you haven't seen any of my videos, but if you're a buyer, I highly recommend that you hire a buyer's agent because it costs $0 to have representation. And I am a big advocate to this because if you're a first-time home buyer and you don't know where to start, you don't know what to do, you don't even know who your lender is going to be or your inspector or anything like that, then it is a very good idea, and if you're a smart buyer, to use a buyer's agent. So let's get into it. So the sellers pay for the commission and the listing agent is the one who's going to negotiate how much the commission is going to be. So if you're the listing agent, you're gonna go in there and you're going to tell them how much commission you're gonna charge if they list their home with you. So when you're a listing agent, it is a little bit harder in the beginning because you have to really separate and differentiate yourself from other realtors and what makes you a better listing agent compared to others. When you're new, typically agents do gravitate towards being a buyer's agent just because it's a lot easier to market yourself when your clients don't have to pay you. But if you're the listing agent, you do have to negotiate the price, and typically sales commission in total per house is around 4 to 6%. Most agents do tend to be in the 5% range. And the way that commission works, let's say you negotiate a 5% commission fee as the listing agent. The way that works is the sellers don't pay an extra fee to the buyer's agent. It will be split from that 5%. So if you got the 5% done, congratulations, you got the listing and you got a 5% commission fee. The 5% will be split in two. There's gonna be a 2.5% and 2.5% right here. One side would be you would get paid 2.5% of the purchase price as the listing agent, and you're going to be paying out 2.5% for the buyer's agent. Let's say the house is $300,000. 5% of $300,000 is $15,000. So you split that into two. So you get $7,500 for the listing agent and the buyer's agent. But wait, the buyer's agent and the listing agent don't get the full $7,500. They have to split that with their broker. So if you're, let's say, with Weicker or with Remax or you're with Halo Realty, a part of my family, then you would have to split that commission with your broker owner. So let's say you're in a 50-50 split because you just started, and just to make math easy, you're gonna divide the $7,500 divided by 2. So you actually end up with $3,750 if you are either the buyer's agent or the listing agent or the buyer's agent. That's pretty much how the commission works. So I will say that the buyer's agent do tend to do more work than the listing agent, but just in a different way. They're the one who would show them around and drive them around different homes until the buyer find the one that they want to put an offer on, and then they have to guide them through the whole process as well. The buyer's agent are typically the one who comes to inspections, appraisals, final walkthroughs, and closings. You don't usually see the listing agent at closings nor the sellers. They have two different times when they do it. It's rare, but it's not impossible. Sometimes they do come. I do come to my closings. Almost every single closing, I do try to be present and be there. But anyways, the buyer's agent do tend to do a lot more work. However, the listing agent tend to be the one who has to put out money up front in order to get that commission. As a listing agent, you're the one who is in charge of marketing that property and making sure you are creating maximum exposure for that listing. And whether it's, sending out flyers for all the neighbors, hosting open houses, and buying cookies, you're also typically, as a listing agent, the one who's going to be paying for photography, videography, or any type of marketing materials. And you do tend to have more competition because you're asking for the sellers to pay for your fee. The only time that the buyers have to pay for their buyer's agent is if, let's say, they want to reach out to a for sale by owner, although I've never seen it. But typically, to be honest with you guys, a for sale by owner really is not saving $0 by listing by themselves, because they typically do give a commission to the buyer's agent in order to get buyers into their home. So the for sale by owners, or what we call them, are FSBOs, they only really save half of the percentage. So instead of paying a 5% fee, they're only paying 2.5% or 2%, whatever they decide they want to pay out to the buyer's agent. I almost forgot. So there is another way where you can make more money than the split situation. If you are the dual agent, meaning that you listed the property and you also got a buyer for the property, then you get paid both commissions. So if it's 5%, you would be paid the whole 5%, or depending on how you structured your fee to the sellers. So that can vary as well. That's pretty much how much realtors make and all the possibilities that you can make if you decide to become a realtor. Next week, I'm going to be talking about the truth about being a millennial realtor, what to expect. So if you don't want to miss that, definitely hit the subscribe button and click the notification bell. That's it for me this week. I hope this video helped you guys out in deciding if you want to be a realtor or not. Bella was being crazy today, but I'm still gonna make her. Hi neighbors. Wanna be in it? Come here. Hey. What the heck? Come on, get out of there. You know, or are stressed about their health, everything like, is $58,690.